Okay, I wasn't lying when I said this was a test stream, huh? Okay, let me know if we're back. Let's put that there. Okay, cool. Grand Princess is there. Cool. So we are live. That's good. Is everything working? You tell me. Let's see. See, that's the thing I worry about. Is I worry that I've gone live so many times it's not telling anyone I've gone live. If so, this will be a very, very short return stream. I've added the Discord, so they should be coming. But audio sounds fine, no lag so far. Good. Good. That sounds very good. Cool. Howdy, Speed Robo. We're just overcoming some light technical difficulties. That's a good thing we had a test stream before the main one, huh? Yeah, how you doing, Speed Robo? Damn, he sounds normal. Hey, did we actually fix all the problems with the stream this time? If so, it was purely on accident. I think it was the dial on the microphone. I turned it down, and I think that like stopped it from being a speaker. So I think there should be no echo now. So because I think I accidentally like touched a knob. But yeah, hello Speed Robo. Cool to see you here. So yeah, the plan is if I can stream the OverDress stream, which I should be able to, I'm gonna stream myself watching it later, and we're gonna talk about it in real time. No echo, good. Yep, and then and we're just gonna talk about stuff and discuss things in the meantime. So that's what we're gonna do basically. Yeah, no echo, good. We finally got to sort out. See, the test streams were worth it, and there was a lot to talk about anyway. So, but yes, let's see. Time to complete it for your strem schedule. Hell yeah. Yo, hello, Samurai Trainer Z. Z. I'm British, so I say Z, I guess. Since my Japanese is super rusty, I'm not gonna watch the live stream live myself. It won't do me much good. I just want to see like the anime trailer or whatever, and then get DMCA'd for it. Basically, I do think, honestly, though, Sudarobo, you are right. That them being so slow with translations sucks because they're like in a few days' time. I think if I go on the Vanguard Twitter on my phone here currently, nope, that's the wrong Vanguard Twitter. But like, they're doing an English version of the stream in like a week, and that's stupid because like different fights gonna have a video or a stream translating all the info like the moment we get it. So why have the official translation take so long? I don't understand it. They should have had an English stream going on at the same time. Yeah, 20-second, that's it. Thank you, Speedy Robo. Why make us wait? Like, the different fight's going to post the translations immediately. So you're only taking attention away from yourself by having the fans do it. That's stupid. Just pay different fight to do it. I'm sure I'll take the money, Just have him translate it live on the channel. You've hired him in the past. Thinking of new clans in the Overdress Arrow, can you tell me about Angel Feather? Angel Feather, well, aesthetically, they're angel doctors. And I mean, that's basically all they've got going in terms of that, the angel doctors. The Celestials are cool because they've got like fake wings because they tore off their real ones and surgically added like fake ones, so that's really cool. And then gameplay wise, they revolve around being able to take cards out of your damage zone. So if you've got a perfect guard in there or whatever, you can just scoop it up, and that's really cool. Wish it was a simulcast, like have a translator speak. Exactly. They could have hired different fight to do that officially on their official channel, and they just didn't for some reason. He would have taken the money, I guarantee it. Angel Feather is a hot girl, happens to be doctors and nurses. They're not all hot girls. There are some dudes in there too. But yes, they're mainly girls. Yeah. I like the review though. Yeah. Okay. Seems like everything's going pretty well here. That's good. So we're just kind of waiting for. I mean, the stream's still a long time from now. So, like I said, we're gonna take a quick break. Yeah, Speed Robo raises a good point there. Especially like what was it? The robot one, like Mephiles or something. I can't remember, but there was like a robot grade 3 unit or something, and he's like the hottest one. Um, Angel Feather has like two dudes. Yeah, true. That's the thing. I mentioned this in a video recently, but like the new archetype for Angel Feather should be Plague Doctors. They should have like those like beaks and everything. You know, like it's too obvious. And they could be like the pets of the angel. You know, like I don't know. There's just yeah. That was it. It was him. Yeah, Malkuf Malek. Um, but yeah, Plague Doctors would be cool. Um, I think that would be a really neat aesthetic because they're doctors and they still have the wings, right? They're just not angels. In fact, you could play with that, right? If the angels are angels, then these could be harbingers of death, and they could be the ones that mess with your opponent's damage zone. Like, come on, guys, it's free real estate. Let me design a deck. I could design a Vanguard deck. Give the paladins a Viking archetype. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if they do that because I think the paladins are supposed to look very kind of regal and like composed. But I don't know. I was gonna say defect overall paladins, but those are basically just shadow paladin, right? Vanguard lore is the best in any game. Yeah, I really like the lore and the world building. It's really nicely done. It's really well thought out. I like it more than magic lore anyway. Magic lore, I know it's like well thought out and everything. I just can't really get into it. Naming the deck library. Come on, guys. That's a bit nerdy even for me. Set your library for the card you want, for the spell you want, even. Yep. Old man rants about Magic the Gathering. That's me. I think Magic cards are ugly. I'm sorry. I like that they're hand painted, but I don't like the art style. It's nerdy, but it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Like the wizard searches his library for the spell he wants to cast. I get it. I guess. But it's like I can understand why my Magic players got shoved into lockers when they were in school, because it's like if you overheard that, you'd be like, I need to shove them in a I need to shove them in a locker. Like that's just whatever. The thing is, I don't get. Yeah, Magic Sarge. It's good. I like it. I like that. Like the fact that it's actually hand painted is so cool, right? Like that stuff's really great. I just don't like the style and designs. Some of them are cool, but the ones I like most are like the really memey ones. Like I love the silver border cards because those ones are really stupid, and I like that they're stupid. But the ones that like take themselves super seriously, I don't really. They're just very generic. You know, it's like every other fantasy franchise I've seen before, which I guess is the point. It's supposed to be like Dungeons and Dragons, but like, it just doesn't. I want unique stuff. The MLP set though, I do want that, but that's worth like hundreds of dollars, and it only gives you like free cards. So like, I love how I'm probably the only one who has no idea what's going on. No, I don't think anyone here has any idea what's going on. I don't. We're trashing on Magic, I guess, for some reason. Even though Magic's fine, that's the thing. It's fine. I guess it just gets a lot of hate because MLP. There's an MLP set for Magic the Gathering. It's a secret layer though. So you're not gonna get it basically. It's only a handful of cards and they're worth a lot of money. Speed Robo, see ya, Speed Robo. I'll see you later. I'm looking forward to seeing what videos and stuff you're working on. I don't care what's happening. I played like 10 games of Pokemon. That's my card game experience. No, I don't know anything about card games. That's fine. I'll teach you Pokemon later. I actually could teach you Pokemon later. Just download Pokemon TCG online. Yeah, no, seriously, if you want, look it up. There are My Little Pony cards in Magic the Gathering. I want them, but they're worth like $300. So like, yeah. Magic is a fun game, even on its lowest. Yeah, I think it's a bit simple, honestly. And I really don't like, and that's better. Thank you, Ten Stark. I really don't like the mana system. I think it slows the game down a bit too much. I think the energy system in Pokemon is the right balance, and everything else is too fast. I like a slow card game. Why are they so much? Because they were made for a charity, that's why. The My Little Pony cards were a limited print run for a charity, and that's why they're so limited, and that's why they're worth so much, because trading cards are always worth how rare they are, basically. And yes, that too. MLP people will scare. So Magic the Gathering has this, I guess I'm explaining Magic the Gathering now. So they have ordinary sets, right, with like packs and booster boxes and stuff. But they also have a thing called Secret Layer, where they'll release a Secret Layer set, which only has like one, two, three, maybe 4 or 5 cards, like not many at all, right? And you can just buy that entire set, so one copy of all those cards, but it will usually cost you a lot of money. Yeah, My Little Pony. We are talking about My Little Pony, yes. Um, and so those sets will have very few cards, and you can just straight up buy a copy of each of them, and they're worth a lot because they're desirable. So the My Little Pony ones are desirable because they're My Little Pony, right? There's a Walking Dead one, and for some reason the Walking Dead ones are black borders, which sucks. Why on earth did they make the Walking Dead ones black borders? I'm sure if Speed Robo was here, he'd go on a massive rant along with me about why it's stupid that the Walking Dead cards are black borders. Because basically, there are different borders in Magic the Gathering. Black border is your normal standard cards that you can use in locals. Silver borders are cards that are printed basically for fun. You're not really supposed to use them at tournaments. They're just kind of silly. That's what the My Little Pony ones are. And then white borders are like reprints, I think. And for some reason, the usually like the Mimi like Secret Layer cards are either reprints or they're silver borders. So you're just getting them because you want them. You don't want to actually play them in a tournament. For some reason, the Walking Dead ones are my robotic again, or is that just a reference to earlier? In either way, hello, Roxas and Mouse. Um, but yeah, basically, I don't know. Secret layers are stupid. Basically, you spend a lot of money to get a bunch of promo cards. Is all it is. And it's always a lot of money, and they always sell out instantly. And for some reason, it's the voice. Let me check. Why is that happening again? Yeah. But yeah, the secret layers. I mean, it sounds fine. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is like the wire or something. I don't know. Rotation does not always mean the design's messed up. I don't know. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh before. Well, you can mess up rotation, but you can also mess up not rotating. It's as simple as that, basically. I mean, I agree with you, but Pendulum best deck in capital letters, lol. Sinde will get a Precure crossover Vanguard someday. I mean, they're gonna cross over with their own franchises like Bang Dream some more first. I feel like if we're gonna get another crossover set, it's probably gonna be D4 DJ or Argonavis or something. Let's see. Precure is more likely to cross over with Battle Spirits. Yes, exactly. These companies like crossing over with themselves, basically. Plus, if Precure was to become a Bushiroad card game, it would be Weiss Schwarz, not Vanguard, I feel like. And we don't talk about Weiss Schwarz here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Season is your favorite. I'm assuming you're asking which one. It's Zexal. Zexal is the best era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Overall. If they rotate, I hope at least one of my clans in the set reveals they reveal today. I'm hoping they do. They should be revealing a lot of sets. Because what they usually do is they reveal like a good half a year or so's worth of sets. They don't give you much information about them other than which clans are supporting them though. So they'll be like, oh yeah, there's a set coming out in like a few months time, and it will come with like it'll come with like this clan and this clan. So yeah, Battle Spirits crossover by Katsu. Yeah. Yeah, these companies like crossing over with themselves first and foremost. Link Joker be busted in OverDress, please. I kind of want. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Link Joker. I hope it's not just more of the same, you know? Like, I feel like in G, a lot of the clans ended up getting something, like a new archetype or something that looked really unique and different. Or whatever. Link Joker was just kind of more of the same, really. What if the OverDress anime does something with the fact that Buddy Fight and Vanguard are in the same universe? I don't think so. From what I heard, one of the reasons Buddy Fight was ended was because of a lawsuit or whatever. So I don't know if they're allowed to use Buddy Fight stuff, or at the very least if they're comfortable to do so. So, let's see. The Akatsu card's so nice, I want them so much. Want these clans to have bosses. Cool. How would they introduce Link Joker and OverDress? I don't know. I would like Link Joker. Yeah, a lawsuit because the creator of Buddy Fight ended up leaving Bushiroad immediately after he created the game, and I think he like there's a rights deal between him and Bushiroad, something like that. I don't know the details. I'm not a lawyer, but there's something going on there. Basically, I don't know. Nothing's been officially said. It's just all rumors, I think. So, but it's something like that. The creator of Buddy Fight is now creating a gate roller, which is kind of like Buddy Fight but less interesting. I want these clans to have new bosses. Yeah, basically. I mean, new archetype means new bosses, right? Basically, every clan should get a new boss unit. Yep. Yeah, how do you choose Link Joker? I like the idea of having a good faction of Link Joker. You know how like Shadow Paladin is like, oh wow, with Tanshi Sev, I was not expecting to see you here. Whoa, been a while since we talked. Robotic again with Slight Echo. I don't know what's happening. Message retracted. Okay, hello, Watashi 7. Yeah, I like the idea of a good Link Joker faction. Echo. What is with the Echo? I'm gonna look into that. Give me a sec. Still have hopes for Jewel Pat, Echo, Force Unlock. What is happening with it? It's never easy. Midas, how's the comic going? Going pretty well. I guess we can talk about the comic for a bit. Yeah, there's an Echo. I don't get it. Why? I'm not doing anything. This setup is just cursed, I guess. I'm just, like, because I do hear it too, and I don't understand, and I have everything muted. I, like, temporarily unmuted to check, and yep, there it was, and whatever. Thoughts on Log, I'm indifferent. I think it's cool. I think it's a bit overpowered, but there you go. How's your comic going? It's going pretty well. The image in the background is from my comic, and it's going to come out soon. And today on Twitter, I officially announced it's coming out in February. So, at least it's not coming out. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's listenable, tell me if it gets like to the point where you can't even make out what I'm saying, and then I'll do something about it. Until then, we're just going to hope it fixes itself. But yeah, with the comic, to give a quick update, I ended up, because I didn't know how to do a comic, basically, I didn't like the really cool long pilot chapter that I planned out and ended up scrapping it midway through production. So there's quite a lot done for that, but I didn't like it, and so now we're kind of starting from scratch again with shorter chapters, and it's good, right? It's good. We're working on it. We've got some pages like finished at this point, so I'll keep you updated. Well, I want to wait until it's actually out before I talk about it more, because I don't believe people should. I don't think people should get obligated to be hyped about something that doesn't have anything substantial out yet, basically. Seen previews, and it's good. Thank you, Grand Printemps. Can Spikes be allowed to be cool? They never even got a Stridebearer character in the anime, like Reno Honori. They got Kyo for 2 episodes and 1 Billy character. Yeah, I don't think they know what to do with Spikes. I think they designed Juggernaut Maximum and were like, that's a cool card. And then they were like, well, what clan would you go in? And they're like, well, I guess we make up a clan for him. And then ever since then, they've just never known what to do with Spikes. Yeah, I would say, I mean, I was going to say, based on a different sport this time, that could be cool. Maybe have, like, the sports team, like, the Spike Bros themselves disband, and they're all, like, going off to try and figure out what sport they want to play next. So you have Juggernaut Maximum playing golf. That would be cool. I'd buy that. I'd buy a hollow foil like Juggernaut Maximum, like with a putter. Try to concentrate on a shot. Maybe hockey, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because I would like to see it get more attention, but I don't think it's the kind of clan Bushiroad want to get more attention. They've never seen Bushiroad don't seem to be a fan of their own clan, basically, and that's a shame. I think you can do stuff with Spikes. I think they're a pretty cool clan. I just don't know how they would reasonably do it. Golf Maximum, yeah, exactly. Spikes probably that just fit Kyo, yeah, exactly. Spike Bros always gets the short end of the stick, exactly. It's a shame because I'm indifferent to Spikes. I like how they play. I don't love the aesthetics, but I quite like them overall. They're like right in the middle of my like favorite clans list. And yeah, I just wish they had the justice they deserve, because I think they deserve to be a popular clan. Every clan deserves a time in the spotlight, and Spike's never really got it, you know? But they weren't expecting it to be as popular as they are. I think they just didn't expect Vanguard to go on for as long as it did. I think they thought that they wouldn't have to make a second wave of support for Spike Bros. And so they just didn't think that far ahead. Gotta be honest, I feel like either a new clan is gonna happen or Tachikaze is getting more focus. Yeah, I think it's Tachikaze. It could be a new clan, but I don't want to open that can of worms because that's a difficult can of worms to open right now. We might talk about it again in a sec, though. Tachi is so undershown. Yeah, exactly. It really bothers me that Rive stopped using Tachikaze in the reboot. Like, just like that's so weird. Like, I get not giving them attention, but going out of their way to it fixed itself again. I know, right? I haven't done anything. It just does that. Ugh, whatever. But thank you for keeping me updated with Tashi 7. But yeah, like I get not paying attention to Tachis, but actively taking attention away from them that they should have had is weird. It feels almost spiteful on their end. I don't get it. I do think they deserve protagonist clan status. I think, yeah. Bushiroad doesn't care about any of a clan in Bermuda Triangle. I mean, yes, that's kind of the biggest problem with Bushiroad right now. They're focusing on the stuff that works, and the stuff that works are the girls in the bikinis, so fuck it, just print more of those cards, I guess. Made no sense, at least Mark kept his. Lol. Yeah, and yeah, I don't really see, that's the thing. The Shin arc should have been really good for that kind of thing. Like the idea of focusing on lesser focused clans like Genesis was a really cool idea, but then the Shin'emon arc sucked, so and people are gonna get mad about that, but I think it did. I just overly grown popular. I mean, that's the thing. A clan will become popular depending on how much support and attention it gets. Tachis can totally become like the most popular clan in the game if it gets the right attention and support. I could see the next like grade 3 Tachikaze unit being a mascot character for the franchise as a whole, right? Like there was a little period late last year where Valkyrian kind of became sort of a mascot for the franchise for a little while because of the stupid like fursuit thing they made of it. So it's like any unit can become popular, you just gotta give it the attention. So yeah, Tachikaze could super become popular. Any clan could if they put the effort in. So it's really that simple, honestly. Because like that's the thing, all the clans are cool to some extent. You know, there are some I don't care for, but I can see why they're cool. You know. So yeah, that's basically the long and short of it. Yeah, gotta be honest, the view on the animes after GZ, depending on how you deal with the nostalgia pandering. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Are you into Aikatsu or Doremi? Not really. I haven't given them a shot yet. The stuff I've seen from Doremi looks kind of cool. I like the transformation where like they kind of pat the parts of their body with a transformation device. That stuff's cool. Aikatsu, that's a blank spot for me. I don't really know much. I do think the new series looks really cool because it's like a live action. I think that's really cool. But it's kind of a blind spot other than that, really. So yeah, Grand Printemps is the one you'll want to chat with about Aikatsu. But you cared about the clan enough to make it hot. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Bushi has to care, and right now they only really have they only really care about the ones that were already succeeding. And that's kind of a bad mentality to get into, because if you're only focusing on the stuff that's currently succeeding, then the other stuff isn't going to get attention. It's as simple as that. Ugh. I've been drinking too much. Okay, there we go. I think this is going pretty well now, though. Like we've seemed to have ironed out most of the bugs. We're actually doing this. Vanguard 0 just tweeted. They probably tweeted something bad. Vanguard 2018 has no idea what to do with it. Side characters, Koff, Leon, and Kote. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's more a problem with the manga, honestly. But that's the thing, the manga didn't have to. You know, like the manga was written to be read alongside the 2011 anime, so it didn't really need to flesh stuff out. And so when it was adapted into its own anime, it doesn't really work, basically. A third format and nothing changes. I mean, something would have to change, right? Like, you know, even if it's not a very significant change, something would have to change. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't expect a third format. I think that would really be splitting up the player base too much. If they introduced a third format, then no one would just play it. Unless it was, like, actually interesting. And if it was interesting and cool, then people would ditch premium. Vanguard was, like, barely big enough. Oh, thanks, Game Grumps. Really appreciated. But that's the thing. Like, like there are barely enough people playing premium in the first place. There are not going to be enough people to play premium, standard, and a third format. Like that, it's just not going to happen. So people will just refuse to play the format out of spite, and it just won't. It'll get one set worth of support, and then nothing will happen after that. Yeah, basically. I think a third format could be cool, but I think just focus on the basics for now. Simple as that, really. Just make standard fun to play, And yes, standard is just gonna be you can play with the OverDress cards and nothing else. I'm fully expecting that. That's the thing. If I was a betting man, that's what I'd put the money on. The money on would be the V series rotates out of standard, OverDress rotates into standard. You can only play with the OverDress cards. What's your opinion on Maelstrom? Not much, honestly. I guess it depends which version of Vanguard you're talking about. Are you talking about premium? Are you talking about standard? Are you talking about zero? I think it's annoying in zero. Premium's getting slept on because people are too scared of the card pool mechanics and overall knowledge you need for it. That's the thing though. Premium is a cool idea because it's similar to the other premium. I don't know. I don't really look into premium much, honestly. But that's the thing. Premium is a cool idea because it rewards long-time fans. You get people to start with standard, and then when they get more comfortable, they move to premium. That's what Magic does. Magic thrives on having people find the format they want, right? But the thing is, Vanguard isn't big enough to support it because there is an audience, a massive audience, people who want to show off the fact that they know absolutely everything about Vanguard, and premium does reward that. But no one's playing it. Japan is buying premium stuff. I've heard they have been, but I feel like, you're saying it's because of bad communication, and I feel like if the bad communication continues, people will just stop playing and move to a different card game. There are a lot of card games in Japan, so I feel like if this keeps up, then that's not a healthy position to be in, basically. There's always competition, problem with they need to reintroduce the other clan. Yeah, exactly. That's a real, yeah, it's a problem. I'm agreeing with you 100% there. I think rotation is bad because, again, I feel bad for the Gear Chronicle mains who got to play with Gear Chronicles for less than a year in the V series format. And that's a problem. But, exactly. Because of that, I hope Gear Chronicle are one of the first clans to get support in OverDress, just because Gear Chronicle fans deserve to be able to play the game. I feel like at this point you kind of have to main multiple clans, It's not enough to just main one because you might just get Gear Chronicled. Asterisk plays TCG either IRL or something like higher arena and maybe. We'll see. Again, I need a better setup and stuff to do things like that, but I'd be interested in it. That's the thing. Today's live stream will confirm what my future is, right? If OverDress looks cool, then I'm gonna go on OverDress, I guess. We'll see, right? If it looks like absolute steaming garbage, then Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon channel now, I guess. Well, I guess we'll see, right? Who knows? Let's see. Also affects the Jolly clans like Spikes. Yeah, exactly. Some clans are always gonna get prioritized over others. It's annoying. It's really annoying only buying one set per year. And I know that sounds weird because it's like, surely you want to save money, but the way the clan system works is it's like, as an Angel main, there's only one set per year that's worth buying. And a lot of stores out there, like 50 cards, will just give you a playset of every single card from that clan in a set for like around $100, and you're just like, all right, cool, and then that's it. And you can bounce out, which I guess makes Vanguard a really easy game to play on a budget. But I kind of miss, it's just not as exciting for me, I guess. I don't know. You always can crack packs, but why crack packs when you can just get a clan set, right? Wait, is this gonna make or break your future of Vanguard? It's gonna make or break everything. That's the thing. Vanguard, I feel like a lot of Vanguard fans can agree with me on this. Past few years have been pretty rocky, so they're gonna have to show that they can really carry themselves with this, they're gonna need to make a comeback. And if OverDress looks like garbage, then it's gonna sink pretty fast, or they're gonna have to save it pretty fast. So It could, yeah. That's how big and important today's stream is. It basically what we see today is going to be the next 3 years of Vanguard. Around about, we don't know for certain, but we're going to guess around 3 years. I mean, they announced a bunch of changes to TCG development team. Yeah, I heard about that. Shadowverse Director, I'm very optimistic about that. That's great. And doing an amazing job. Well, that's optimistic. I'm hoping that stuff comes to fruition then. Other than Card Fight, what have you been playing lately? Mainly Pokemon, both the card game and the video game. I really like Pokemon. The Sword and Shield era, I have a soft spot for it. I know it's controversial to say this, but I think Pokemon's been killing it all around. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the anniversary stuff. Hoping for those Diamond and Pearl remakes. I guess we'll see, huh? But that's honestly the main thing I've been playing. Everything else has just been me like drawing and listening to podcasts and stuff, honestly. Let's see, because Bushi was expecting 5 years. Yeah, exactly. Because a new clan selection team realizes not everything needs a gift. Thank you. You're welcome, I guess. Sword and Shield is elite. I take no criticism on that front. Yeah, Sword and Shield's cool. Diamond Remix will be lit for the 25th anniversary. Yeah. Sword and Shield, just like Black and White. Yeah, exactly. I remember the same thing happened to Black and White. I was like, I love it. Everyone else hates it, but I love it. And then a few years later, everyone loved it. Same thing's going to happen with Sword and Shield. Guarantee it. Few years time when the next gen or the gen after that comes out, everyone's gonna be like, you know what, we were too hard on Sword and Shield, you know? That's a really cool generation. Obviously it's not perfect, but there's a lot to like about it, and the stuff it does well, it does really well. I think it has some of the best character work in the franchise. I think they do a really good job making those characters likable, and so that you actually care about them. Do you think they would make Vanguard a one format game again? No. I don't think Strides are coming back. I think Strides are locked to a different format forever. I don't see them just making Standard the only format and then bringing Strides back. I don't see it. It could be cool. I don't see it. I don't like Sword and Shield, not because of the story, but because of the presentation. I guess that's fair. It is presented in a weird way, but I quite liked it. I love the designs. Yeah, Pokemon designs nowadays are just always perfect. They're just great. I always love seeing the new characters and stuff they've got. Sword and Shield and Black and White are not comparable. I think they're kind of comparable. You may not see that, but in hindsight, I think it will become more obvious. Bruh, rip Strides. Yeah, Strides are dead. Bushiroad don't like Strides. I don't think they ever liked Strides, honestly. They pretended to like Strides for a long time during the G format, but I don't think they ever really had it in them. I think they were like, well, we gotta make another Vanguard. How do we do it? Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does summoning mechanics. What summoning mechanic can we do? Grade 4s? Yeah, sure, totally. And then they just did that. And I don't think they ever actually liked it. Which is a shame, because I don't hate the Strides. I don't like the addition of an extra deck, but I don't hate Strides specifically. If Sinnoh remakes happen, I'm gonna Shiny Hunt. Yeah, cool. Sword and Shield starters are probably my least favorite. I like them. I don't like Grookey all that much, but Scorbunny and Sobble I really like. Maybe OverDress is more of a spell order type thing. I think so, yeah. Like in Premium, it's extra deck monsters. Tri-Standard, it's only monsters. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I like the Strides, but then they came out. Yeah, that's the thing. Strides were cool when they were balanced. During that last year or so of G, they were pretty rough, yeah. Now the gifts are out of control. Yeah, the gifts suck. Can we just agree on that? Like, is anyone gonna get angry if I just say the imaginary gifts fucking suck? I really like Excel, but the other two are just like, you know, yeah. I thought Ev was made to sell order cards. Ev didn't sell cards, if I'm completely honest. People bought those cards because of G nostalgia, not because of Ev. Ev did not sell cards. Gifts are quite cancer. Yeah, I like Excel because it's the most interesting one. You know, I can't hate Magic Gifts because that's what my clan has. Yeah, I will say Spike Bros were cool. I liked how Spike Bros handled gifts. I mean, yeah, you can argue about the execution of Excel, but I like the idea. I thought it's one of the most unique card game mechanics we've had in a while. I really like it, but yeah, shout out to Spike's gang. I'm sorry. I had Cannon Clan where imaginary gifts were non-existent. Honestly, I could see them, and people have been arguing about this a lot. I could see them keeping the V-Series cards in this current format, but really nerfing the imaginary gifts hard. I could kind of see that. I don't necessarily think they should. I don't know. what what they should have done is have you choose to get. Yes, I hate that every viable clan after a while just was using nothing but force. It was really annoying. Protect and Excel got almost no play. Nerf gifts only give them out. Yeah, see that's the thing. Gifts become like amazing, like a really cool mechanic if you make it so that only certain grade 3s have them. So only like 1 or 2 units in each clan entirely have them. Then they become so much cooler. And yeah, having it be so like, oh, it just has a gift icon and you can attach any gift you want to it. That makes it cool too, because then you have to strategize and choose which gift fits with what you're in. So like, oh, I'm gonna go for a force because I want to overpower my opponent, or I want to go for a protect because I want to kind of play defensive. Having the choice there would be cool. Having them play themselves suck. Boss units, yeah, exactly. Honestly, even only certain boss units should have it, because that's the thing. I don't like mechanics that are mandatory. Like imaginary gifts are basically mandatory, right? If you're playing standard format right now, I think having decks, like having cards, like boss units that are really, really good, but they don't get imaginary gifts would have been a really cool way of balancing it. Because then that way, you have to choose what you want to use, right? And I think, and card games are all about choice, right? You got to choose which strategy to go for, and you got to choose what cards go in your deck. So there's that, right? Use orders to balance them, exactly. Which is why clan selection, Chaos Breaker, and Gastille do not have gifts. Exactly. Yeah. Boss units can only have it. Meanwhile, my Chaos Breaker Dragon, I just steal all them. Lol. Oh, God. God. Talking a lot makes you very thirsty. There we go. But yeah, VG should never. Yeah, I don't think they should just straight up steal Yu-Gi-Oh mechanics. Just because I think it's safe to say that Bushiroad see Yu-Gi-Oh as their biggest rival, and so just taking directly from Yu-Gi-Oh is a bit lazy. They should be going out of the way to do something that Yu-Gi-Oh wouldn't. And that's what makes Vanguard cool, because the basic mechanics are very not Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, you don't have anything like counterblasting in Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, right? And so, yeah, they shouldn't do mechanics that Yu-Gi-Oh have already done. Time mechanic is, yeah, exactly. I really like that. Like, that's very cute. The idea that Spike Bro units like pass the ball around. It's still debating if the female we see on the teaser is part of a ride chain or is the MC. I think it's the MC's avatar, maybe. I don't know. If we get a female protagonist, then that's her avatar. That's what I'm thinking. If it's not, then it's probably just a random grade 2 unit. Final guess is that it's going to be a storyline inside the planet. I don't want that. I mean, Planet Crate is cool and all, but I think it should be, for now, mainly relegated to side stuff, because I just want to see some characters play the card game. Is that too much to ask? That's all I want to see. And if we get a anime set on Cray, then we're not really going to get that. Plus, may I remind you of the Bermuda Triangle anime, the thing that even Bushiroad wants you to forget that happened, but it happened. I remember. And yeah, I mean, maybe you could argue, oh, but that was the worst clan they could have picked. But honestly, I don't know. Maybe it could work. I could see like a battle shonen about like Royal Paladin, but like, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, Fusion is pretty cool. Yeah, I like Fusion in Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite summoning mechanics in Yu-Gi-Oh. I like that they don't go in the extra deck. Again, having to actually draw the card you need is a very cool mechanic, and ones that card games should focus on. I want a card fight Vanguard anime where there is card fights. I want to link Joker out. Yeah, basically. I think we're on the same page there. I just want to see characters play the game, thanks. We can worry about stuff like story and lore later. I just want to see the game be played by anime characters. So yeah, that's exactly what I want. Fusion does go in the extra deck. Oh wait, no, you're right. It's that you need to draw polymerization. That's it. You're right. I had a brain fart. It's that you need to draw into polymerization. When I comment Vanguard anime, we haven't had one since Koshian, basically, right? I want it to be like a proper, just like what you would expect from a new Vanguard anime, right? Just new character, playing the game, that kind of thing. I want Card Vanguard to go to actual other countries. That'd be cool. I don't think it's mandatory, but I think it would be a neat bit of set dressing, having some variety and that kind of thing. Yeah, that'd be fair. Some fusion monsters don't need poly. I mean, yeah, but like, still. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. The only fusion decks I've played are Frightfur and Bushiroads. So, yeah. Am I being a boomer by saying that you need a card adjacent to polymerization? Like, if you don't draw into polymerization, then what's the point? I don't like Unga Bunga decks. Cyber Dragons. Yeah. That's fair, I guess. You know, you millennials and your I can just circumvent polymerization. It would be interesting to see some Japanese creators take on a foreign country. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure which one they go for. They probably go for America. All right, you can. All right, I get it. But like, yeah, I guess you could go for America or somewhere, but I don't know. All right, you can stop listing fusion cards. I haven't thought about the Yu-Gi-Oh card game in a while. I get it. Jesus Christ, Canada would be cool. Yeah, Canada would be very unique. You know, because we don't have much stuff set in Canada. And yes, I'm very much a Yu-Gi-Oh boomer. Anything past Blue Eyes, I'm like, what's that? Instead of America, why not Latin America? Yeah, that could be cool. Play gadgets. They're good boys. I will write it down somewhere. I'll Google search it actually, and then I'll just have the Google search tab open on my phone, like so. Yu-Gi-Oh! Gadgets. There we go. Oh yeah, they're kind of cool. They look a lot like Metal Warrior or whatever. What was the one in Yugi's deck? Even Dark Magician. How about Bermuda anime? Ha 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 ha. The Bermuda anime never happened. So much gags on how in LA the game is still in English, and most people would go, "What does it say?" Oh, very funny, very funny. It's like the joke in the Link Joker anime where Aichi's like, "I can't read English," he says out loud in English. Yeah, these are the ones in Yugi's deck. Okay, so I'm right for saying it reminds me. Got it. Okay, good. See, there we go. I know a thing. They look kind of cool, yeah. There was a Bermuda anime? Oh, you don't know? That's because Bushiroad are hiding it from you. But yes, there is a Bermuda Triangle anime, and it sucks. It's like the worst anime. Well, it's not the worst, but it's pretty bad. And let's just say the... should I say it? Oh, at some point I want to make a look at Carvite Vanguard V-Series, and then I'm going to make a look at Carvite Vanguard spin-offs, which is going to be Bermuda Triangle, Shinemon, and Vanguard IV, all in one video, and that's going to be a fun one, but don't expect it anytime soon. Watch Merry Melody. If I'm ever in the mood for mermaids, then sure, why not? Yes, it was. You had to start in the OG era, but it became a fun Xyz deck. Oh, cool, I like Xyz decks, so yeah, I'll check that out. Just don't forget the musical. Was that a musical, or was that just a stage show? I can't remember, but I do know what you're talking about. Vanguard cards were to fuse. Which one? If they were to fuse, then I would have it be similar to Magic Lord Blaster, where it'd be two clans fused together. That's what I would do. I think it would be cool to actually let us mix clans again. I don't think they're going to do it, but I think it could be cool. You'd have to balance it properly, though. Sent you a joke on Discord. Cool. Whatever it is, I want to see someone cover it. Not seem to know about it. I might at some point, maybe in the spin-off video. Oh, cool. You sent me a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck screenshot thing. Cool. I will look at that in more detail later. Everything comes out to Blue Eyes. But yeah, maybe in the spin-offs video, but then I'd have to like cover the live-action Daigo spin-off, and I don't know if that has any good subs out there, and that would be difficult to cover. So maybe, I don't know. Having a look at spin-offs thing where I just cover everything that isn't like a main series like card game anime would be cool. So you don't know any cards, basically. Very funny. I have like 2 folders right on my bookshelf just full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I don't think any of them are very good. I think the Daigo movie did. I think I remember seeing some subs, but they weren't very good. They were like auto like computer Google translated or something, so they were very incomprehensible. Maybe if I have to watch that, I guess I will, but Still wanting Bushiroad to please stop releasing so much Bermuda Triangle promos. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Bermuda's a problem. They need to rethink how they're doing Bermuda. I don't know. Give Link Joker a puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, God, my feed recently on Twitter has just been nothing but the official Vanguard Twitter posting about the new Bermuda Triangle stuff. And yeah. Ah, there we go. Alright. God, I'm just like trying to think about other stuff too. Was Bermuda Triangle always a problem? I wouldn't say they were always a problem, but I will say they were always treated differently. You know, like I don't know. Like yeah, I don't think they were always a problem, but they were definitely always treated as like their own kind of thing, and they knew they would attract the audience that they did, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I want to simulate it, but Bushiroad is too much of a coward to do it bad in Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, yeah. Like how I started in 2017. Maybe around 2017? I'm not sure. I would love more IRL products like a Lugia or an Overlord Blank. Yeah, just more merch and like that kind of stuff. Like Pokemon does like cool pin badges with certain like products. Like the Champions Pack stuff and everything had like pin badges for the gyms and stuff. I would love to see them do something similar to that, where it's like a box that has like free packs and a promo card, and also a pin badge. Echo back. Whoops. I'll look into that in a sec. But like the like it would be cool to get something like free packs and a promo and like a pin badge that represents the clan. Something like that would be cool. You know, just more interesting stuff. We've got Simulator working before Konami. That'd be a game changer. It would, but they're not going to do it because the gacha game makes too much money. Bermuda Triangle is Bushy's baby, pretty much. Yes, Bermuda Triangle guaranteed money, and that's kind of a problem actually. Special set boxes for each clan. Yeah, exactly. More stuff like that. Bushy can make every clan with mad stuff. Champions Path makes me sad. Yeah, for as much as I praise Pokemon, they really need to get better at stocking their stuff. Also, Echo. I'm looking into it. Yeah, boy, that I don't know what it is. It's something to do with the wire because it kind of comes and goes, and again, it's still listenable. I think. I just don't know what's causing it, honestly. Yeah. Did you turn the dial accident? Nope. It's all the way down. I'm testing it right now. Like I'm moving it to make sure it's all the way down. So I don't know what the problem is. I'm just not a fan of the Mermaid Clan. I mean, there's an appeal. I know Speed Robo really likes them. I agree, they're not for me. But yeah. I mean the problem, and I don't want to get into this, but it's the Japanese fan servicey stuff. You know, like that turns a lot of people off because when you look at something like Magical Pokemon, it's very kind of clean, you know? Like it's like, oh cool, you know. But when people see Japanese card games do stuff like Bermuda Triangle, they get very kind of turned off and alienated. And I'm not saying that Vanguard isn't allowed to do that. I just think they need to be very careful about how they do that because it can kind of tarnish the brand in some ways. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. Because when you look up something like when your friends tells you, hey, Vanguard's a cool card game, you should play it with me, and then like you show them your Royal Paladin deck, and they're like, oh, that looks kind of cool, and then they go home and look it up on Google and they see nothing but Bermuda stuff. They're like, oh, I don't want to play this. You know, like I think it can be handled well. I'm just not the biggest fan of how they've been handling Bermuda recently. Pokemon directed kids and Magic made for everyone. I mean, yes, sure, but like that's the thing. If you want mainstream popularity, then you don't turn off the mainstream people, basically. Like I definitely get you. I understand that. So maybe Vanguard is just always going to only be played by weeaboos. Maybe I don't know, but Pokemon, yep. Very PC. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is made mostly for the Japanese mind and censored by the US team if needed, and the Japanese are used to 14-year-olds and bras. I mean, yes, but that doesn't mean you have to include it in your card game, though. Just because something's accepted in a certain culture doesn't mean you have to plaster all over your product. Like, I get what you're saying, and what you're saying is that they're intentionally aiming this stuff at weebs who like anime, but like, if you want the success that Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Have, and Magic have, then you got to play that game, you know. Because I mean, hey, maybe they will. I mean, that's the thing. They're just doubling down on the Bermuda stuff. So if it works, it works. I guess it's just not how I would have done it. Notice there hasn't been a character in the same team as the protagonist in Comic Vanguard anime that uses a clan from the Magnalica nation before, so I thought it'd be cool. Yeah, by that definition, Magic aims at that stuff and its D&D audience. I mean, yeah, but you don't have to be into D&D to play Magic. Because you're right, it does take a lot of inspiration from D&D, but you don't have to be into that to be into Magic. You know, I mean, maybe I am being wrong here. I guess, like, as I'm thinking this through, every card game does have its niche. It's just that with Bermuda, that seems like the biggest example of this kind of thing, where it's like I've seen a lot of people get turned off by that sort of thing. But I mean, maybe it's gonna attract. It is a cultural difference. I agree with that, but I don't know. I guess that's the problem with problem. I guess that's just the thing with Japanese card games, right? You're gonna be dealing with Japanese stuff. So yeah, I guess there's that. Uh, gonna drink more. More of a teen card game. Yeah, it is. I agree with that. It was never really a children card game. That was what Buddy Fight was for. The only Bermuda Triangle clan I like in Pacifica is closest to Magical Girl and Vanguard. That's why you gotta fight Satan in your card game. Yeah, basically. Yeah, essentially. It's just weird because, of course, I like Angel Feather so much, and I think it handles fan service stuff way better. I think those girls look way cuter and more attractive. But they're also not like as shady, you know? Like, they're fully grown up women for the most part. I don't know. I guess there's something for everyone. But then again, Angel Feather is not exactly particularly popular, so. Angel Feather is the villain of Shinamon was awesome. I don't like Tachibana. I don't like thinking about. I don't like that Angel Feathers was featured so heavily in Shinamon because Shinamon sucked, and that means that we're probably not going to have. Like, that was probably going to be Angel Feather's big spotlight for the anime, and they kind of wasted it. uh, it's probably because of that. I like how Tachiya used the idea of Malekith's ability to reveal real life application was awesome thinking. I mean, maybe. I just don't really like that anime. I guess. I don't really care for any of that stuff. I genuinely think Shinamon robbed us of protagonist Angel Feathers, but the females in Vanguard were better treated. You hate Shinamon? The anime? Yeah. Shinamon sucked. You have not been watching my old episode reviews I made. The Shinamon arc, ooh, I don't like that one. You go around in a second. I don't care for the second stuff. The second stuff takes itself too seriously. It's like Chrono Shindo is the center of the universe and everything revolves around him. And this is a prequel to Gears Crisis for some reason. And yeah, I don't, I don't like that stuff. Still better than the V era? No, I think the Dimension arc was the best from the V era. Like, at least the characters were kind of likable in that. None of the characters were likable in the Shinamon arc. At least, I mean, they kind of. Uh, Bro, Shinamon was the only thing I cared for in the V series. Other than that, the V series was poop. Exactly. Once they got past introductions, If was better than most V era. I can agree with that. I at least liked. Although again, If has the same problem where the moment they get into the story stuff, they do the whole like Aichi and Kai are the center of the unit. Can we have like a new Vanguard series where we don't just have the conclusion of the series be this character is the center of the universe and everything revolves around them and they're really important? Because I liked If because of the promise of magical girls, but then what we actually got was Kai being gay for Aichi. And I mean, that stuff's cool. I don't hate that, but it's been done so many goddamn times before in this anime. And it's like, did we really have to do that bait and switch? If first half sucks, second half is way better. I didn't even bother watching the second half. I need to get around to that, but I don't like the premise of it. I liked the magical girl stuff because that was something unique and interesting. Them just doing the whole Aichi and Kai have a connection thing. It's just like, Shinamon lost his role as the center of the universe because he felt like. I mean, yeah. I mean, okay. That part is interesting. I'll give it that. And I do agree, Shinemon isn't necessarily the center of the universe. That's the thing. Chrono was the center of the universe in Shinemon. You know, him giving up on his dreams, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like it's a bit of a pessimistic message. I don't know. I don't hate it. I just don't. It doesn't gel with me. The best thing they could do in OverDress is separating all the other stuff that they've done. Yeah, depending on how they do it. Yeah, sure. For the anime, sure, totally. I want it to be like Zexal, where it's just no connection other than minor references. Got PTSD from the mental being Thanos. God. Nostalgia Panderings VR sound up. Yep. Gosh, why can't Aichi and Kai just get married? Honestly, yeah, with that many episodes of them being gay for each other, they should have just given us a marriage. At least then it'd have closure. I genuinely wouldn't be mad with that, you know? Aichi isn't the center of the Dark and Blast Blade. I mean, not really. Aichi's psy-quality is kind of a problem. You know, like, I mean, I don't like psy-quality much in general, but yeah, his, like, magic eyes, it just makes him the best card fighter in the world. It's like, you know, we could have an anime where the character, like, earns the ability to be good, or we could just have them be born with the ability to play good, and then give it a really stupid, like, no, he has a bond with his unit. Ugh, I don't like that stuff. I'm sorry. Made me really like Angel Feathers more, because it brought the idea of Vanguard into real how horrible it can go wrong. And again, I think that's kind of pessimistic, though. That's the thing. I thought Shinemon was a bit too dark, and not necessarily that it was like actually dark. It just felt like it didn't like its own franchise. Like, I get it was probably trying to be like the deconstruction of itself, but I felt like I just didn't enjoy watching it. Expenses Menor and Sensei overcame his sister's death, which is something not even Riot can do. I mean, sure, and I don't hate that idea on paper. I just didn't think it was all that. I just didn't think it was all that interesting. I don't know. I could talk about Shinemon for hours, and that's why I'm dreading working on this scripted video about that, where I talk about the entire thing. But I don't know, it just didn't gel me. Maybe when I rewatch it, I'll end up liking it more. Now that I know what it is before I watch it, you know. But yeah, I'm very mixed on Shinemon. I just like the second half of Shinemon went off the rails and found it had this amazing end. I guess that's fair. It really rubbed me the wrong way when they showed Chrono's first car fight again. That sucked. Oh god. Honestly, more respect for Shin after his arc. I don't like him anymore, honestly. I liked him when he was just kooky, crazy, like, mysterious dude. I think Shinemon had the same problem that Urahara from Bleach had, where the less you know about him, the cooler he is. You know, I don't think every character needs this massive backstory. That's why I don't like prequels in general, because they tend to flesh out things that don't need fleshing out. Kaiju becomes canon and woo, Kai Vanguard's being progressive. Yeah, fair enough. Although, honestly, I don't want to see Kai and Aichi back again. I think they've had far too much screen time. Shin versus Chrono had more emotion in this fight, but the fight itself wasn't as good. I just didn't like it. It just didn't, like, seeing Chrono in the fucking reboot art style sucked. Because the reboot art style has a different art style to the rest of Vanguard, where it's, like, a lot more, like, rounded and shiny. And seeing Chrono in that just didn't look like Chrono. He needs to be very, like, angular looking, if you know what I mean. And then him having Chrono Dran as a start of Vanguard rather than earning it like he did in the original series. Like, everything about how they brought back Chrono fucking sucked. And also not the same VA. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of a big problem. I mean, I don't blame them. I know why they did it, but, like, yeah, that did also suck too. Vision wants instant sales, they would use nostalgia. They have. That's what they've been doing. And they ended up just making the fans annoyed. Anyway, why is the art style like that? I don't know, actually. I think they just wanted to make it look like an anime. I think when they made the reboot, they wanted it to be very marketable to people who don't watch card game anime. They were like, no, this is a card game anime for people who don't watch it, right? Not a different studio, because this studio did G Next and Z, and G Next and Z looked incredible visually. So they were like, fuck it, just make the reboot look like any other anime. And so they intentionally made it very, like, rounded and shiny, because that's what, like, every harem anime looks like. And I don't think it works. I think it works for IV, but for the other series, it doesn't work. I think Shinemon needed, like, a more angular and kind of darker palette to it. I think they really dropped the ball on that. I think they changed it because they knew in advance this was only a one support wave. After G Next started, they got a new studio. Yeah, exactly. G Next was the first one with OLM, and OLM did an incredible job on Next and Z. I think art style wise and character design wise, those are like some of the best card game anime. Yeah, the animation itself was a little choppy here and there, but I think it looked great. Want TMS? TMS are very shaky. I agree that they definitely improved as time went on, but if you go back and watch those 2011 series, they were pretty rough. And if you watch the other stuff TMS did, again, they're pretty rough. Man, I hate Legendary OP. Yeah, I think the song's fine. I just don't. I just think this new trend of having the idols, the Bang Dreams, and all that other stuff do every opening kind of makes Vanguard lose some of its identity. I feel like it's been going through an identity crisis because it's like got the more polished and shiny art style, and it's got Bang Dream doing all the openings, and it just doesn't really feel like Vanguard anymore. Like when G changed everything, new characters and all that, it still felt like Vanguard. With a reboot, it just felt like it was trying to be the most marketable anime on the world, and it kind of backfired in my opinion. I think they should have lent into the stuff that made it unique and interesting. But that's just me, I guess. Yeah, geez. I really think they dropped the ball, the art style and character design for the reboot. Like, it really annoys me that Goki doesn't look like Goki anymore. He just looks like buff anime man. Imagine a heavy metal OP. I mean, I just want to go back to Psychic Lover and that kind of stuff, honestly. That's all I want, I really liked how they did the openings back in the day, and I'd be happy going back to that. Contract with TMS is gone, but she sucks at contract management. I can agree with that. Their contract management seems to be abysmal. They look at a contract and it immediately sets on fire. I miss Psychic Lover. Yeah, exactly. Psychic Lover, I mean, at least they're back with Zero. So that's something. But I want Break Your Spell and Reboot. Yeah, exactly. I really loved. I want him to get Mamoru Miyano back, who did Shout and Break It. I want him back. I know he's Ibuki's voice actor, so unless Ibuki comes back, they probably won't get him back. But I think his openings were incredible. Don't let me ask about Psychic Lover and Zero. It doesn't matter. Mo-chan is good. Exactly, he's great. I love his openings. I genuinely want him back to do more openings. I loved his openings for G. Contract problems hit the VA. Granblue needs more archetypes. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think, because that's the thing, Granblue are the pirate clan. I think they need to do more of the pirates. OP for GZ. I love the GZ opening. I agree it's different, but I really like that one. That one felt like the culmination of all the years up to that point, Because you never play the OP because it gives you a copyright strike. Oh, yeah, I can agree with that. I always hear, the first 2 seconds of it and spam through the... Yeah, definitely. Jinokai. Yep. Any band you think would work with Vanguard? Yes, Overworld and Asian Kung Fu Generation. Those are the two I want to see. I don't know if they'll be able to get them, but Overworld and Asian Kung Fu Generation, those are the two I want. Especially Asian Kung Fu Generation. They're my favorite Japanese band. What's the point of a cycle? Exactly. I can agree with that, yeah. What really bothers me is they didn't change the title screen to fit with the new arcs. When you open Vanguard Zero now, still, even though we're on Link Joker, it shows the character designs from the 2011 anime. They should have updated the character designs to be from the Asia Circuit and Link Joker, but I guess they couldn't be bothered, so... But yeah, Psychic Lover did a great job doing music. Go Kaiju series. Yeah. Yeah, Go Kaiju was cool. Although Psychic Lover did Shinkenja. I really like the Shinkenja opening. Feel like it's a waste of Psychic Lover. Yeah, exactly. I don't get why they spent all that money for an opening like that if they're not really gonna... Yeah, I agree with that. It's mismanagement, They could have spent that money working on other stuff for the game. But no. Yeah, feels like a waste. Kote and V sucks. Yeah, Kote was another one that they kind of same-face syndromed. He doesn't look like Kote anymore. He just looks like another teenager. I don't get that. All the other characters, in the 2011 anime, they all had different body types and heights and stuff. But in the reboot, they all look the same. When Goki and Kote have the same face structure, there's a problem there. Had a good final episode. No, GZ's last episode sucked. I hated that one. Maybe hate's a strong word, but the last episode of G being Kamui trying to get Ibuki drunk felt like a waste of time. GZ Ope felt like an Ope. Yep. Name recognition, main reason circular. I mean, yes, it is that, but like, there's cheaper ways of getting the recognition, the epilogue. And is that an epilogue? I just count that as the last episode, honestly, but because it is, even if they call it an epilogue. I was kind of expecting, um, I was kind of expecting them to actually have an in-universe reason for the reboot. Genuinely, for so long, I genuinely thought Gize was gonna like succeed in resetting the world or whatever. Finale episode of GZ is the Gize fight, but that's not the last episode though. I know what you're talking about, but there is an episode after that, and yes, it's the epilogue, but it's still the last episode. Wait, can we be making Ibuki drunk so Iv is just Ibuki the main universe drunk and dreaming of Iv? I mean, I guess that's a way of canonizing it, I guess. Sounds more interesting than what happened. Yeah, exactly. It's weird that they didn't acknowledge it at all like that. It felt like they should have, you know? Like, it felt like they should have at least teased the idea of parallel universes or something before actually going into the V-series. That would have been cool and would have been a cool way of getting people to care. But they don't. They never address it, which I guess makes sense, but which did feel was better, Link Joker or Stridegate? Ooh, that's a difficult one. Probably Link Joker, but it's close. Yeah, Link Joker is a more solid arc over. I don't know. Stridegate does what it does really, really well, but Link Joker is what I think of when I think of Vanguard. So I guess there's that. So I'd say Link Joker just because it does a lot of things well, whereas Stridegate kind of just does one thing, but it does that really well. So it's close, but I'd say probably Link Joker for that reason. Say V Ibuki had a happy ending. Cool, fair enough. I feel like everyone, for the most part, had a happy ending in the V-series. You know? I don't know anyone who was, like, massively fucked over. Can't make a multiverse. Yeah, basically, make both universes canon simultaneously. Honestly, if Gize won, it could have been a better introduction to V. Yeah, exactly. If Gize won and, like, succeeded in, like, resetting the universe or whatever, and it literally did reset the universe back to the beginning again, and that's how the reboot happened, that would have been cool. But nope, never happened. Iv kind of addressed it, but not satisfied. Okay. Bushiroad needs to stop making busted promos in OverDress era. Yeah, I agree. Link Joker wrapping things up, Stridegate, and giving closure. Maybe. Link Joker best arc and Vanguard fight me. I like Next. I've really come over on Next. I know that Next is rough in some areas, but I really like that one. What would you say is the most flawed Vanguard season, regardless of the view in a season? I guess it depends. Probably just the V-series, just because it's flawed in idea. You know, like, everything about it is flawed. Just, like, the idea is flawed. The execution is flawed. Legion, I guess. If I was to say which good season is most flawed, probably Legion Mate, yeah. Although Legion Mate's fine. I think it did need more than what it had, but I like the idea of having the last arc just be a more traditional shonen anime. You know, I think Legion was fine. I do think it was flawed. I only see one flaw in G-Next. I mean, people argue about different flaws with G-Next. When's the OverDress? In a few hours. I will check now. It's at 3 a.m. for me, so it's in like 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. In a little bit, I will be taking a break from the stream, and then coming back around about the time that the stream starts and we can watch that together. I will warn you, maybe something might come up, I'm not sure, which means I won't be able to stream it immediately. If so, I'll just stream it afterwards, but we'll see. Again, the plan is to watch it live with you guys, though. End of G was an illusion. Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe that would have felt a bit too bittersweet, but I think they should have incorporated it somehow, you know? And most people will say their issue with G-Next is it's mostly filler. See, I disagree. I think character development isn't filler. You know my pet peeve with G-Next. Yes, and I will fight you over it. Just stream different fight. No, I don't like the idea of streaming someone else's content like that. Because I know that he translates it live, but I don't want to, like, freeboot his stuff, basically. You know, I want all of his views to be legit. So basically, I'm just going to be watching it on my own and sort of like making things up from there. So yeah, I'm not gonna stream different fight stuff. Uh, I'll watch his later on to get the translations, but I'm not gonna show his on my channel. I'd feel a bit slimy about that. In terms of the translations, we'll cover that in a future video or something. For now, this stream, or at least the OverDress stream, is just about saying PogChamp when we see the cool stuff. We don't need the translations to know what the cool stuff is. We're just gonna PogChamp anyway, basically. So there's that. That's the plan. And then we can actually translate it and think about what the translations mean later. But again, for now, we're just PogChamping at the shiny stuff. Remember when people on YouTube thought G sucks? Yeah, that was funny. I remember people were warning me when I first got into Vanguard that G was gonna suck. And then I watched it and I was like, what do you mean? This is good. Vanguard filler is hit or miss. It is hit and miss. I do think the 2011 anime kind of suffered with the filler. But I think when you're trying to do a slice of life type of thing like this, some filler is good. Yeah, basically. Because that's the thing, you don't need plot all the time. I think the V series kind of proved that you don't need plot all the time because it gets a bit dizzying and I don't really care. I like spacing out and taking things a bit slow. Hindsight, it's the same principle of Star Wars prequels. People thought that it sucked and the sequels sucked more. I'm not even going to get into that. I can't be bothered arguing about Star Wars today. I mean, like vacation episodes for reasons. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the vacation ones were the most fillery ones, but I get it. Like, again, it's about setting a tone. It's not about having plot every single episode. It's about having this nice, comfy tone and coming back to it every week, you know? Not everything needs to be tightly written. Just having these characters that you care about hang out and have fun there's an appeal to that on its own. And I think that Vanguard should take advantage of that because that's the thing everyone likes about Vanguard. Everyone likes the slice of life elements. I like the vacation episodes from when Misaki got in a bikini. Alright, cool. I'm gonna have to bonk you guys. Vacations are nice to see. Yeah, they were fine. They were harmless, you know? Like, I didn't personally love them. Although, I did like the ones where they did tie it into the plot. Like, wasn't there the one in where, like, Misaki was... Yeah, I think it was the Asia Circuit one, but what, I was serious? I love how in G Chrono joked about how many overlords there are. Yeah, there are a lot of... That was one thing I was worried about, actually. I was like, what if OverDress is an archetype for Kagero? Because over something... I don't think that is the case, but Strike Beach episode had Shion fight Misaki, and Misaki... Right. Yeah, no, I like when they do that kind of thing. 2011 anime feels like the strongest the last 22 episodes, even if quality is flawed. The idea of it being... I like the first handful of episodes of 2011. I think the 2011 anime starts really strong by like introducing the characters and stuff. After that, it gets a bit like nothing's really happening. But I think that's probably one of the best executions of the slice of life stuff, alongside Link Joker. Link Joker's slice of life stuff was just perfect. Really like the Unit's Chibi episodes. I'm indifferent to them. I don't really care for them. I must see it. The Phoenix don't really relate to Tanchi's, as they are obviously. Yeah, I don't get it either, because my biggest guess for the protagonist clan is Tanchi's, but that Phoenix doesn't look like a Tanchi, so could be Kagero. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they could be from different clans, but I don't think so. They look like they belonged with each other. So, I don't know. And I don't want to say it's a new clan because, well, yeah, supporting that many clans is going to be difficult. So, 2011 anime is a lot of charm. Yeah, it does have a lot of charm. Honestly, that's how I would describe it. The 2011 anime is charm. You know, it's charming. It's fun to watch. It's very flawed, but it's neat. We have too little information. Definitely looks like a right chain. Yeah, exactly. They do look like they belong with each other. Dragons come from X2. So do birds. Itachi PG looks like a phoenix. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I agree with Hikari Hero that the phoenix could be in Tanchikaze. The reason that I don't think it belongs, though, is because it looks like a boss unit. And I don't think Tanchis would have a phoenix as a boss unit. I could see them having it as like a grade 2 or something. I can't see them having it as a boss unit. Maybe it isn't a boss unit. Maybe we haven't seen the boss unit yet, but that's the thing. It looks very boss unit to me, though. So pissed Bushy just ditched OverDress info for like, yeah, it's really weird. I guess they just thought that if they didn't give us any information at all, then, like, if they didn't announce OverDress when they did, we just assumed that the franchise was over because the anime hasn't been on ad for ages, you know? It's definitely Dragon Empire. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Dragon Empire, no matter what it is. It would have to be really weird for them to put it into, like, yeah, any of those other ones. Yeah, Asian Saga, great idea, weird execution, still good. Yeah, Asian Saga's pretty decent. I like it. I think it's more nostalgia than anything else probably at this point, but I still like it. A Genesis lol. I kind of see that, maybe. Although I don't think, I mean, Shinemon was a protagonist and he had a Genesis, so I don't think they'd do that. And they do seem like the 10th anniversary artwork does have Shin in it, so they definitely count him as like a proper protagonist. So I don't think they're gonna use that clan as a protagonist clan twice. Although again, aesthetically, I kind of see it. Not the egg, but the phoenix and the girl, sure. Vanguard Twitter's all like, they put Aichi in again, I swear I quit. Yeah, basically. I'm sick of him. Aichi used to be like one of my favorite characters of all time, and now I'm just sick to death of him. It's weird. Great nature as a phoenix. Yeah. Although, again, I still think... I think that... I mean, it could be Great Nature. I don't think Great Nature would have a human like that, though. I mean, I guess she has a tail, right? Does she have a tail? I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you could say any unit for the most part is Great Nature. I mean, I think Great Nature could be a protagonist clan. I just don't think it's this one, you know? Again, I think every clan has potential for being a protagonist clan at one point. Because every clan's marketable as long as you know what to do with them. So I could see it, but like, yeah, I don't know. Interesting to see people's view on old characters coming back change over time. Yeah, it is. Too much of anything is annoying, I guess. Is there humans in Great Nature? Not that I'm aware of. There might be like one or two, but I don't think there are. Guess it's a Kagero, Tachikaze, or a new Dragon Empire clan. So if you will take up some lanes at the metro in Tokyo, it says quite big. Oh yeah, it's big. They know it's big because, I mean, it's basically the next handful of years of Vanguard, right? It's probably going to be a new set rotation, new everything. It's big, yeah. That's kind of why it's make or break. The stuff had better make us Pog champ, am I right? Great Nature doesn't have humans as very... Well, yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering that, like, whether or not there was one unit that was, because there's always an exception to every rule, but I guess there isn't with Great Nature. A Planet Cray was made into a Genshin Impact like game, which someone Gacha would just shield for. The one with Angel Feather in. Basically. Yeah. I like Zerakiel, I like Gavriel, I like Nociel, any of the Angel Feather units. Probably not whatever the Tachibana is, Malekith, the Mordecai, the Minx one, because I don't really care for that one, but that might be my opinion of the anime seeping in there. But yeah. Anyway, series based in Kraylor would be pretty cool. It'd be alright, but I think that's more spin-off material than it is main series stuff. I just want to see the characters card fight each other. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave things off for now, and prepare and get ready. Ampharos and Great Nature is too much. I could see it. I could see them having human characters with cat ears and stuff. Reluctantly, I could see that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end things off here. We're gonna take a bit of a break. Feel free to use this time to get ready and prepare, and then we'll be back in a little bit to take a look at the OverDress stream. Around about the time that it starts, maybe a little bit before, so we can discuss them more before it happens, but I think this is a pretty good place to end it. So yeah, I'll see you later, unless they add a Phoenix to Tachikaze. I feel a new clan would be Nabutama and Marakona, maybe. But yeah, I want to give you some time to like get ready, get some stuff done and out of the way, maybe take a quick nap, that kind of stuff. And remember, for every test stream that goes embarrassingly wrong, there's always an asterisk.